Hey, what's going on? I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So I just want to take out some time and talk to you all in regards to credit and credit scores, and reveal some things that's not often talked about when it comes to credit, credit cards, and credit scores. And I want you all to check out this video in full because I have a strong feeling that some of you are not aware of what I'm about to talk about, all right? So I'm going to get right into it. Let's go. Before I start this video, I just want to take out the time and thank you all for coming by my page. Lately I've been getting a lot of subscribers and I really appreciate you. I know it sounds cliche, but I really appreciate you all taking out the time, watch my videos. As I always state on this page, you can be anywhere. You can take your time and your minutes out of the day and be anywhere, but you choose to stop by here, whatever it is that caused you to do so, but you chose to stop by here, watch my videos. Some of you even have taken out the time to subscribe, and I really appreciate that, and I thank you all for that. I really do. Don't ever think that I'm not grateful for those of you who have chosen to follow me and watch my videos, because honestly, that's what I got on YouTube for, to share my credit knowledge that I have and share it all with you. As I always state, on this Water Your Soil channel, I help people by walking them through my experiences when it comes to credit and credit scores, not necessarily everyone else's experience. Because one thing that my subscribers are familiar with is that there are more than one way to go about getting a good credit score. Some people take different roads, and that's okay. But around here, I teach my way. Now I want to talk to you all in regards to the perception of credit and the perception of credit scores, because oftentimes people will come by here and they will ask questions which let me know a lot of people believe that credit scores and credit is specifically for, certain types of people, whether it be those who work in corporate America or entertainers or wealthy people. And I just want you all to know, if you're an adult, no matter what walk of life you're in, you can have and work your way up to good credit. Do not think that it's out of reach, because that's not true at all. I have helped people throughout the years who had low income and they worked their way up to good and excellent credit. I have witnessed this with my own eyes, so I will never say, oh no, if you have low income, you'll never be able to have good credit, because that's not true. Breaking it down, credit scores are based on how well you manage debt. Now, a lot of people get confused when it comes to the word debt. They think debt just means like, oh, I'm $10,000 in credit card debt, or I have $15,000 in collection, or I'm behind on my car note a good $1,000, or, I'm in student loan debt and things of that nature. And it really doesn't necessarily mean that. Of course, it does mean it on a literal basis, but debt strictly means your accounts that you have. So credit scores is basically based on how well you manage the accounts that you have. Let's say you are low income, right? And you don't have as many accounts. Your credit score is going to be based on the accounts that you do have. Some people do not have enough accounts, which in return hurts their score, so they more than likely have a low score. It's hard to get a good credit score if you don't have enough accounts. Some people with low accounts and good credit scores, what they won't tell you is that a lot of them are authorized users on other people's accounts who have accounts that's been open for 15, 20, 30 years or so. So I want you to all know that when it comes to improving your credit score, it's a process. It's more than likely not going to be overnight. I don't know if that's discouraging to some of you, but I like to tell the truth over here. So my journey to go from poor credit, I started out with a 549. And to go from a 549 to an 800 plus credit score, it took me 3.5 years. It wasn't overnight. I will tell you, during that 3.5 year period, time seemed to fly by. I had my credit score stuck at a 660 for 9 straight months. And of course, that was frustrating, but during that 3.5 years, time just seemed to fly by. So in my mind, I kind of went from a 549 to the 800s in excellent credit in a blur, because if you know anything about time, it does fly by. So if you're focused on a task, it's a high possibility time is going to assist you with completing that task. And if that task is achieving good credit, there's no better time to start than now. Recently, I did a poll and I asked people whether or not they started their credit journey with a secured credit card. And a good amount of people, not the majority, but a good amount of people said they're just now starting their credit journey. So if you're someone that's just now starting your credit journey, meaning that you started in the last year or so, what you want to do is you want to learn as much as you can about credit scores, how your own credit score works. So you want to know your credit report, and you want to learn about everything that affects credit scores. So I'm not selfish when it comes to this YouTube thing. I always encourage my subscribers to go and watch other channels, go and read other blogs, go on Google and search, go to the bookstore, learn as much as you can about credit and how credit scoring works. Now you're going to take what relates to you in your credit report and you're going to apply it, but I will never tell you to only watch my channel when it comes to credit and credit cards and credit scores, because one thing that I will tell you all in regards to credit is no one has it 100% figured out. I don't care who claims to have it 100% figured out, but no one does. No one can predict on the dot what your score will be consistently throughout the years. And if they could, they need to be the spokesperson for credit. So while you're on this journey, you want to learn as much as possible in regards to credit. Another thing you want to do, which is very important, so remember this, you want to learn your credit report. Know your credit report inside and out, where it stands currently. You can go and get your credit report and download it from annualcreditreport.com. And you can download it for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You want all three of those major credit bureaus, and you want to know what's on that credit report. Because whether or not your score is low or is good or is excellent, your credit report is going to reveal why. Like, just think of it in like medical terms, your credit report is basically an x-ray. Your credit score are the symptoms that you have. So that x-ray, aka your credit report, is going to reveal why you have the symptoms, whether they're good or bad. Now, of course, in medical terms, symptoms are not really usually good, but when it comes to credit scores and credit reports, symptoms can be good, meaning you can have a good credit score. But your credit report will let you know why your score is what it is. And you'll know which areas you need to improve upon. More than likely, if your score isn't good, there's somewhere on your credit report where your debt is a little higher than what it should be. The key is to figure out which area that is and start chopping down on that debt, whichever area it is, whether it's student loans, whether it's credit card debt, whether it's your auto loan, whatever it may be, that's a little high in regards to debt. Because remember what I said in this video, credit scores are usually based on how well you manage your debt, aka your accounts. So your credit report is going to reveal what you need to work on. This is why I always tell my subscribers, pay attention to your credit report. And every credit report is different. Everyone has a different credit report. I'm sure there are some cases where some people share similar credit reports as far as the same different type of accounts are on their credit report. But for the most part, everyone has a different credit report from one another. So what you want to do is you want to pay attention to your credit report, each one of them, for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, because there is a possibility that each credit report may show and reveal something different. And what you want to do is you want to target your trouble areas, and you want to work on those trouble areas. And whichever area is your biggest trouble area, that's the main one that you want to focus on to start. Of course, over time, you're going to work on trying to improve all of the trouble areas. But to start, you want to work on the biggest one. All right. So once you learn your credit report, something magical is going to happen. You're going to see changes in regards to what I said about working on your biggest trouble area on your credit report. So you want to do this. You know, a lot of people think you got to be some type of genius or some magical, formula in order to get good or excellent credit, but it's really not. It comes down to patience. It comes down to dedication, and it comes down to learning as much as you can and applying what you learn to your own credit report. And eventually you'll start to see results in your score. Now, I always tell people you have to put in the work and learn your credit report and apply what you learn in order to see the best results for your score. We can all give general advice here on YouTube and everywhere else in regards to credit scores, but what is mainly going to come down to, what has helped me over the years with my credit, is it's going to come down to you knowing what's hurting your score and what's helping your score and actually putting in the work. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I just wanted to talk to you all, had that talk with you all. I appreciate you for watching my videos. If this video has helped you out in any kind of way, be sure to hit the like button. Also, if you're new here and you're feeling the vibe over here, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to hit the bell and turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a video. I have other videos on credit. Be sure to check them out. This is Water Your Soil, and I appreciate you all for watching, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right?